Everyone, welcome back to Friday Crypto. My name is Chase. Today we're going to look at Bitcoin. We're going to look at Bitcoin on a couple different charts. So let's get right to it on the weekly to start us off with. So you might notice altcoins are doing pretty good. Why is that? Well, because Bitcoin's rebounded a little bit, showed a little bit of strength without showing too much strength. The Bitcoin dominance is still low, which allows the rest of the market to do its thing. And you're seeing that on various coins right now. So where could altcoins get really bullish and Bitcoin turn more macro bullish? I'm glad you asked. The 21-week EMA, which is our yellow line here. Anytime we can hold that and move back up, it's a great sign. However, when we're down below it, prices tend to struggle. As you've seen back in May, a little bit of September, but we were still bullish above the 21-week. Now, however, right now, we're still below it. So that's our primary goal, first and foremost, to get back to our 21-week EMA and not only get to it, but flip it as support instead of resistance. So right now that level is about 51.5. That will slightly decrease if we don't do it till next week. So this week we're not that far off, right? We are only about just so give or take 6% from that. So could Bitcoin do that in a week, in the next 4 days, 9 hours? Of course. Well, is it likely? I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. Nobody knows what's going to happen in crypto. All you have to go off are indicators and, base your odds off of those indicators and using an assortment of indicators saying similar things greatly increase those odds, but nobody knows exactly what's coming. So don't follow the people that claim to know that that's deterministic what's going to happen next. Okay, so that's the weekly. How about the daily for the shorter time frame? What we need to look at. Well, look at this. So now we're at the daily time frame, and this, instead of the 21-week EMA, it's the 21-day EMA. So still very important, and you can see we haven't been above it since we dropped below it. Look at this. This will be a important thing on the daily chart. This is our biggest thing on the daily. We looked at the weekly. This is the daily now. If we can do this, then we can start having hope of overtaking that weekly. But until we overtake the 21-day EMA, which so far today we've wicked right up to it and then back down again. So far holding still as resistance. We need to flip that as support. And what else? Remember I mentioned the helpful tools? Well, I would suggest using Bollinger Bands. Bollinger Bands simply show you volatility. And we're putting these on right now. What do we have? This, when they're closing up like this is volatility decreasing. And you might say, well, why is that a good thing? Well, we're in a downtrend. This likely signifies, not for sure, because nothing's certain, right? Likely signifies that the downtrend is ending. Now, what we'd like to see is these start to level off a little bit and kind of form this little skinny tunnel. That is what we'd want to see. Have we seen that before? I'm glad you asked. Let's go back, way back in history, and maybe we could start getting a little bit excited here. Okay, I want you to draw your attention right here. See how this volatility move ins? See how these close up, right? The downtrend, and then we go into this little skinny tunnel. This is exactly, ideally, what we'd want to repeat. Verbatim, I would take it, okay? Because we all know what comes next. Okay, so let's get a little bit of hopium bong here and hope that we can repeat something similar. So we're below our 21-day, right? Holds resistance, kind of just battling back and forth on that 21-day for several days, right? Even weeks. Look at this. So maybe we're right here now, right? We're coming up to our first test, and maybe we still have some time. So from this moment, how long did it take before we really started to get moving again? About another couple weeks. So be patient. Hopefully we start to see this. Right now, these bands are just now closing, right? That's where we are today. So what we want to see in the coming days is something similar to this. If this starts forming, very similar to this pattern here, start to rev your engines, for lack of a better analogy. And if you see us closing multiple daily candles, right? Not one, not getting above it, not messing around. I mean, closing above it like this one. Look at this. A nice move up and close well away from it. Not this pussyfooting around. As my grandpa used to say. We want to get a closing candle up here, another closing candle, get two closing candles with the bands starting to open and your price action on top of this median line. This purple line is the median line of the Gaussian channel. When we do that, very bigly, okay, get ready. This will likely be the indication that we need, just with a simple moving average and a Bollinger Band. That's two things, right? We don't need 47,000 things indicating what's going to happen. Now, if you can get your, like, say, RSI agreeing, then it's starting to go up, and your stochastic, we're getting momentum, and you got all these other things that are in agreement with this move, when you start to do this, then, I mean, just fasten your seatbelt and get ready for the ride of your life. All right, so hopefully that's helping somebody start to wake up a little bit, okay? What else do we got? Let's go look. The 5-day Gaussian channel for Bitcoin. Well, this helps you know where we are, right? We're kind of stuck in here still. What we need to do, we've already tested the median line. If you come into the Gaussian channel, usually when you close two candles, you're gonna at least test the median line, and we've already done that. So technically, based on the odds of the Gaussian channel, we've already hit the median line. Could we go up now? Sure. Where would we like to go? Well, we'd like to get outside of the 5-day Gaussian channel, and that's where you can get really bullish. Go back in history again. See this? You break out, hold it as support, and then moon time. That's what we want to do again. We tried to do it back in October. It just wasn't quite ready yet, right? We didn't have enough fuel. Now, hopefully, the fuel is filling very bigly. So the top of the Gaussian channel is now right around 53K. So if we can, break through 53K, hold it as support, that would also be above our 21-week EMA, right? Using the, conglomerate of things all in agreement. This is starting to, the stars would be aligning in this moment. We flip outside of this Gaussian channel on the 5-day, hold it as support, and if we start to pull out towards back to 60K again, get ready. This is likely going to not only hit all-time highs in a quick fashion after that happens. I would say price discovery mode, and 70, 80, whatever K plus you want to envision in your mind is probably going to happen when you have all of these things occurring. So am I saying that that's going to happen this week? Of course not. Am I saying that could happen in the foreseeable future? Yes. Several more weeks, possibly, right? We looked at that, the Bollinger Band thing and the daily. That was 14 days after we first initially tested the 21-day. So something similar to that, give or take 7 days on either side, maybe. Something in there. So maybe another week, maybe another 3 weeks, or something in between. Your guess is as good as mine, but we should watch those indicators for something similar. Do we have anything else? I'm glad you asked. The ADX NDI can be a very helpful tool. If you don't have it, I suggest you go get it. So it's best used on the daily chart, in my opinion. It's a lagging indicator, like most indicators are. So it's not going to tell you exactly when to get out at the top, and it's not going to tell you to get in exactly at the bottom. It's more of a momentum thing, and it's more of a, it's just another helpful tool. A more concrete move could be coming. And what you want to look for to sell is a cross of this in conjunction with other indicators, not just relying on the ADX and the I, but with a conjunction of other indicators. It likely tells you that more downward side is going to happen when you get a cross to the red to the upside like this. And on the flip side of that, likely more upside is coming when you get a green cross like this. Remember October? Remember how good Bitcoin did in October? There's your cross. First day of October. What did Bitcoin do the first day of October? Let's go look at it again. Let's go look, see. I'm sure you remember. It's right here. First day of October. Look at this move. Right? Did you get the bottom? No, of course not. It probably signaled right close to 48K, right? We were down here. But it gave you more confidence that we were going to continue up, which we did, right? So go back to the ADX, right? That's October 1st. But you can see it closing up really quickly. All right? Are you catching the drift here? Look at these closing. If we get another cross in the next handful of days, you can see how this really picks up the last few days, right? See this, how far apart we are here? And then, we're actually closer now than we were then. So it could be only a few days away. Watch the ADX and the I. If we get a bullish cross similar to this, get ready. It's likely coming. And this is a very helpful tool to help just, concrete that momentum move in your brain, so you can be ahead of the crowd. So this is a free indicator on TradingView. Go at it. You just type in ADX and DI. It's the one that the most. It's like 36,000 people are using it. There's nothing else even close. So ADX and DI, very bigly, help you a lot. So that's Bitcoin. You can use it on any coin, right? You can use it on anything. Go look at like Matic today. We talked about Matic yesterday. I made a video on this yesterday. Look at Matic cross. It crossed yesterday. We talked about it. What's Matic doing today? It's up 11% after being up, 5-6% yesterday as well. So Matic was like 230 or something yesterday. Maybe not even that high. So that shows you the power. Look at this. And then what you want to watch for is look at the ADX is kind of your power of this move. So not a lot of power yet, but what we want to watch for is like look back in mid-October here when Matic got that cross. Look at that cross. And then the ADX, see the orange line, the power of the move was increasing. So that's what we want to watch for again. So that's little tips if you're still watching. Okay, if you want more tips, we have a free Telegram. Follow me below. It's the only thing I'll ever promote. It's just my stuff. I have no affiliate links, nothing paid for ever. All the coins I cover are ones I personally believe in. So free Telegram. We have like 600 plus members now. Try it out there. If I'm not posting on YouTube, I'll post some stuff in there. Some tips and tricks, little short videos. If you want more help than that, more indicator stuff, more, one-to-one chat with me, personal questions, you want me to chart whatever coin you want to look at, that's what Patreon's for. You get access to a private Telegram as well, and more just learning in there. So that's the Patreon link. So try that out. What else do we got? Crypto Fear and Greed Index. We're back at 45. We haven't been at 45 in a hot minute. So look at this. Look at this on the chart here. Zoom my face away. So we talked about this over the past week and a half or so, that we're making a low. We made a low 16 on December 11th. Higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. At the same time, we're making a very similar highs. That's 29, 29, 29, right? That's a bullish pattern. And more likely than not, we're going to break out. We said it yesterday. We broke out. Okay, this will likely lead to higher prices, which we're getting now. I would expect this to continue as long as we're making higher highs and higher lows. That's how you know a trend reversal is on the horizon. If you have a breakout, patterns like this don't have to be on coins. Line charts, you can get support, resistance, and breakout patterns on anything. Just show me a line chart. I tell you pretty quickly if it's good or bad. Right? So what do we want to look for? Well, we're at 45. I would love to take out 47 as long as prices are, remain where they are now or higher. We should likely take out 47 tomorrow. And then set our sights on the next one, right? 54, 50, 54, something like that. If we break, so tomorrow you wake up and we're at 55 or higher, that's a great sign. Then our resistance, our first resistance point will be at 66. That's back in greed. So if we get up that high, I would assume that most coins are still doing quite well. So watch for that. And then beyond that, we got to watch for this kind of 70 level. That would be probably a little bit bigger resistance. And then, nothing's only up, right? Nothing goes up forever. We're going to go up and down, but this is a good start. Okay. What else do we got? Quote of the day by one of my favorite guys, Bob Proctor. If you know what you want to do, let me start over. If you know what to do to reach your goal, it's not a big enough goal. So this is one of the quotes that really opened my eyes, years ago when I started on my path there. Most people set goals to know what based on what they know what to do. The secret is setting goals that you have no idea how to get to. Your brain will subtly get you there by ways you can't even imagine yet. So just try it. New Year's is approaching, right? Don't set a goal or a resolution that horseshit. Set a goal that you would like to do and have zero idea how you're going to get there. I would highly recommend it. Just try it. What do you got to lose? Some time? Who cares? Car of the day. Any guesses? Who's got it? Well, it kind of gives away right there. The Nissan GTR, aka Skyline R35. Pretty cool. This is my favorite spec right here. Like the matte steel gray, black wheels, carbon, tuned by Nismo. Pretty insane. I love the wing, carbon. If I was going to get one, this would be it right here. What do you think? You like it? I like the exhaust too. Pretty nice. This is all carbon. It's not black. Race wheels. Probably by Volk or Race Engineering. Who knows about all that stuff? Anybody hardcore into cars? No? Nobody's watching. I like the white, but it blends in a little too much for me on the Nissans at least. I like, they make a blue, but I think this will be my spec right here. All right, I'll see you in the next video. I won't waste any more of your time.